we are here with Cullen right now.
Mm-hmm.
What? I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want to give away anything on this book. So please let me know what you want me to skip over with this book. This this first page had I was concerned.
It had me. It had
I
me
was
too.
concerned. Very concerned. Because I'm like, wait, is this why oh this meteor showers? What's
Wait, we
going
killing
on
them
here?
already? We killing the main character already?
Already
We just
immediately
started.
you just got here.
What the
My
hell?
first check hasn't even cleared. What you mean? What you mean punch out
Sir,
early?
what the deuce?
And
Um
I wanted to start it with something that I thought would like be attention grabbing, and I think we did a good job at kind of like grabbing people's attention at the front of it. But like the story, I felt like this was a really good place to start the story from for what was happening. So it worked out.
yes, it's you. I was like, I opened it. I was like, oh wait, oh, it's happening. What's going
You
on?
definitely did that, sir. Definitely did that.
Also, while I'm here,
Yes.
Gabriel Facina
Yes.
Mhm.
is the
The
artist on this book,
Yes.
and he did a fantastic job.
I
I'm
was
talking
yes.
about from I actually found this guy on well, we can talk about that later. But I found this guy, and as soon as I saw his work, I was like, yo, like I got an idea, man. Can you just work with me? And he got the script and he sent me his storyboards. And as soon as I saw his storyboards, I was like, yo, I gotta have him. And me and TJ, I showed TJ the work. I was like, yo, this is the work. He was like, are you sure, Cullen? I was like, yes, sir. And we went from there. And this guy, like especially for manga, these pages feel like they could very quickly be colored. You know what I'm saying? Like it still pops.
Yes.
The black and white still pops. I think he did an amazing job, and it made me more excited about the book. So I'm talking with my hands right now. Let me put it down. But the art in this book was done by a Brazilian artist named Gabriel Facina, and he is amazing.
I promise you, I've got his name right down at the bottom on the ticker.
Mm-hmm. He will get
Yeah.
that. He'll get
At all.
that credit. That's for sure.
Please, please,
Yeah,
sir.
absolutely.
If you looking for more work, I don't got you, but somebody gonna see you. What? Okay, I don't know where to go because it's all so good. Okay,
Ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm answering all questions tonight. Let's go.
what made you? I know you told me about the rolling the dice in order to choose like the theme, the character, all of that. How did you go about? I guess feeling comfortable about talking about PTSD for a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. So I have soldiers in my family. I have not served. I don't want to no disrespect to anyone who has. I've not served, but I do have soldiers in my family, and I have learned over the years. I actually had an uncle who's transitioned now. But he came home after a war, and my entire family always talks about how he was totally different after the war. I've always thought about that, like what experiencing that as a young person or even as an older person, what that can do. And in a lot of melanated communities, we did not have access to the literature about PTSD and about those things. So, my uncle went for probably his whole life, and he did not necessarily have the support, right, for this. So I think it's an issue that definitely has relevance even in this time. I also thought that with this story in particular, I thought that the character needed to have something to ground him, because when TJ rolled, the character that he rolled, I think these are story readers here. The character that he rolled was someone with the characteristics of Don Quixote. So if you know the story, yes.
I caught that in when he said his name. I'm like, oh, this is.
Same.
I looked at him like, we're
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
That's
So Don Quixote is a old story from Miguel Cervantes, and it follows an old man who has these illusions of being a knight in his old age, and he actually has he hallucinates without telling too much of that, but he hallucinates. One of his things is that he hallucinates during the story. And so when TJ rolled and he got Don Quixote, I was trying to figure out how to also incorporate that into this story. And this is the way that I came up with it, you know, thinking about PTSD and what that does. I just thought, okay, well, maybe I can fashion this in. And I feel like, you know, obviously I want to be respectful to servicemen and women. I want to be respectful to people who have dealt with this on a serious level. But I also wanted to hopefully provide a way for the conversation to happen outside of their community, just to get more people aware of it and to talk about it in a way that doesn't demonize or other, but talk about it in a way that more that can generate more normalization around having the conversations. So hopefully I'm doing that, and as I have let my servicemen friends and women read it, they have told me that some of the things that they read really resonated with them. So I'm glad about that.
Good.
Same. And I can be one of those that I can genuinely say you hit the nail on the head on a lot of levels as someone who has served. So thank you.
Hey, thank you for your service, man.
Sorry. Okay. Trying to not be like super soft and pink right now.
Do it.
I know. Oh God, no. Ew. I think I would love to see this book like among people that go to therapy, that have group therapy sessions. Like I don't have any experience in the military. I don't know what it is to go to the VA, and like if you do have group sessions or anything like that, I don't even know if they provide that anymore at this point.
They do. However,
exactly.
And that's as far as I'm gonna go with it.
That's why I made the face. I would love it. In my mind, I picture that scene in, what was it, Endgame, where Captain America is sitting around in a round table with everybody talking about what life was like. I imagine that being the type of scenario where somebody can have this book and everybody comes into a meeting and talks about some of the revelations, some of the themes, what kind of feeling it brought out, if it brings up any memories, or if they can they find a way to identify with this character, and it allows them to be more open about how they're actually feeling. I would love for this to be part of that type of scene.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. If this can help one person, if it helps one person just articulate what they're feeling or what's going on with them better, then I feel like it's done its job. And I'm hoping that is what happens as I continue to move forward. That's the goal.
Good. So do you want to talk about any of can we talk more about Don? How, I don't even, I'm trying to think of.
You mean Dan?
So Don is the main character. Don is a guy. I like Don. Don is a guy who comes home from an operation that failed, and he was the only person in his battalion that survived the operation. The rest of his battalion dies, and as the story goes on, we'll see kind of the struggles that he has with that. But after he comes home, he's trying to get himself out of the funk that he's in. And a close friend of his reintroduces him to video games. And so Don begins playing video games as kind of a way to not focus on the demons that are constantly, going in his head. So Don continues to play video games, and he kind of starts working his way out of the really deep depression that he's in. And just when his life starts to kind of start going back on track, he has a situation that happens that totally blows up everything that he had been working toward. And I use blow up there very. I use that particularly.
Yeah.
You're
So
good. You're good.
So he has this situation where things totally turn, and when they turn, he finds out things that he didn't know about the people that were around him, and he finds out that he wakes up in this new world, and the world that he wakes up in is actually the world of the video game that he was playing that was helping him to kind of get out of the funk. But now the main character in the video game has disappeared, and he realizes that he has to take the place of that character. But the problem is he still has he still feels broken, right? So he still doesn't trust himself as a hero, as a person who can step in and save others, because he still feels the brokenness within himself. So this, a part of my goal is to show a character learn whether he can trust himself or not, and explore that, because a lot of the heroes that I grew up with were always sure, they were always sure. They walk into the situation and, bam, I'm going to save the day. And, Don is not like that. So I think it gives him a different vibe from what you're getting from a lot of the heroes that we see. And there's nothing wrong with being the ultra self-confident hero, but I think that this just gives another kind of aspect to it. So I'm really excited to show more. Like the script is being written for the next chapters. There is more coming, but I want people to know, like, hey, you're dealing with a main character that you're going to be able to follow him as he learns how he's going to grow. So I'm super excited about
it. How many do you know how many chapters you want out of this series?
So I would like, if I am honest, I would like to do 7 full books, and I would like to so it's a manga, so I would like to have it like each book be between 150 to 200 pages. I would like to do 7 books, and my goal is to have each book will tell a specific part of the story, and then at the end of it, you've got the whole 7, and you pack up and go home. I don't know, I don't know if I can One Piece this thing, guys.
I was about to ask you, like, do you? I feel like there's a way.
I don't know if I want to write one story for 20 years. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. I love Bleach, and if another book comes out tomorrow, I'm there. I want to be clear about that.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I want to look at it. Let's go. But I don't know if I necessarily have that for this. So I wanna try to tell the story and move people through it as quickly as possible. But the character designs are already done. There are characters that y'all haven't seen yet. There are stories that haven't been told yet. All of that's already in place. It's just about telling the story now.
Me saying that I think you could do it is me being greedy.
Yes.
But
thank you for acknowledging that. We appreciate that.
Listen, look, I like a black man that's got longevity in his career. I'm always going to be happy to have somebody that knows no end to success. With that said, I do like a story that ends. I prefer a story that ends. Which leads me to my next.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what? it's going to lead me to another question. I don't think I'm ready to bring it up just yet. Navy, is there anything that you have on your heart, sir?
I've just been enjoying your excitement and chatting about this whole thing. I felt like I was in the audience. It was like, oh, look at her! I'm so proud of her. I first of all, I will say, I really enjoyed the story, and the setting itself is actually phenomenal. Now, if you're a video gamer, like all of us are to some degree, what made you decide on this particular setting for your story? Because it could have gone in any other direction, even one that was particularly dangerous for the character, but you chose this one. So I'm curious as to why this was the choice.
So, Navy, I just want to thank you for being a great point guard. You threw the oop right there. I just want to thank you for that. You're the one, not the two. So guys, this was actually I love anime, and I have watched a lot of isekais. Right? I have watched
Sword Art Online. Excuse me. Sorry.
People hate Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online. I'm so sorry if that disappoints anyone.
No, that and Log Horizon. I love both of those. That and Log Horizon are dope as hell.
I have so many isekais that I like just follow. Now the second season of Sword Art Online, I don't know where we were, but
it was a gilded cage. That's all I know.
Thank you. I'm going to follow your lead on that one. But Sword Art Online, it has its flaws, but I love the isekai stories. But what I noticed about all the isekais was pretty much all of them had the same type of fantasy world that the character goes into. Like it's always like an RPG type Final Fantasy or like a Lord of the Rings. You know, they're going to be dragons and knights and things like that. And you're going to go into this world and you're going to, do it like that. And I just felt like there's another whole, there are so many other types of video games that are out there that have these worlds that may be interesting to explore, but we never see it. And so I was like, well, a platform video game, a isekai in a platform video game, how would that look? Like how does it look when you see the Mario 2D, the old school Super Mario Bros. or the Sonic, when you see the loop, how does that actually look if somebody's doing that in 3D? You know what I'm saying? Like how does it look? And how would someone feel about jumping from one cloud to another cloud in real life? Like when you actually have to jump from one cloud to another. How does that? So those were the types of things that I was thinking about. And I was just like, wouldn't it be cool to explore this? Obviously, the inspiration for this book, I'll say it. The inspiration for this book, it does have a lot of themes that are similar to like Super Mario Brothers, because I grew up like Super Nintendo was the first console that I ever had. So Super Mario World was one of the first games that I had because it came with the series, and my mom and dad weren't buying a whole bunch of other games. It came with a game. Play that one. So love you, love your mama, love your dad. So we played Super Mario World. So I wanted to pay homage to that without necessarily copying anything or getting into any infringement issues. But I wanted to pay homage to like, hey, platform video games are not something that we see as often now, but they were a huge part of a lot of people's childhood. And I think that I'm trying to execute it in such a way that whether you play platform video games or you're a younger, Gen Zer and you just enjoy isekais, you can read this story and get something out of it for both of those. But the setting was a super important part of it. That was a super great question. Thank you so much, sir.
Yay.
Always the Walter Cronkite of the comic book world, ladies and gentlemen.
Lord have mercy. And yeah, and age included and everything. I just now I will say one thing that I saw that you didn't put in that made me laugh was when the character Sam brought the games over and gave him to Don. The first thing I thought of was he didn't blow into the cartridge, nigga. Bro, why didn't you blow into the car? How well kept is the chip inside this cartridge? You didn't have to blow into the system of the cartridge? Nigga,
You know what?
Right over here. He just dry.
Yeah, just dropped it in there. Just
spin and it comes on.
Straight super nigga con. Power up. Let's go.
You know what? I want to admit right here on Room Full of Blerds, I dropped the ball on that one. It was right there. It was right there for me. It was right there. Blowing the. It was right there.
But you know what?
So
I'm gonna say this. That actually leans into a little bit of the mystery that's going on. So maybe it is better that you didn't do that. I'm just saying. I think because that's also the point. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't do that. So it's this something. No. Something in the milk ain't clean on this one, homie.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, okay. You didn't blow into it. That means it's in great condition, y'all. You keep it at your parents' house. Remember that. Keep it at your parents' house.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. So everything was not as it seemed. So we can say that.
Yes.
I think that in all seriousness, just drop the ball on blowing the cartridge. I am going to find a way. I'm gonna find a way to loop that. For you guys.
It fits. It's fine. No, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It really fits. Honest to God. But it definitely made me go. What? No, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something.
I want to know who built this console and what's your secret? Because you can just drop that.
Right.
Did you vacuum wrap it or something?
Right. It was packaged extremely well. It was packaged extremely well.
Now,
but Jed, yeah, that was definitely something that was unintentional. I'll say that was unintentional.
There are no mistakes, sir.
What I liked about what you wrote with this is that you dropped a lot of hints about what Don was genuinely going through and what his perception was of everything. But to the average reader, you won't catch it until it's time to reveal. And then you go, how did I miss it? And now you're leaping right back to page 1 and going, wait, huh? What? Yo, that's where it is.
I knew it.
Kira and I both did the same thing. We're like, oh, wait a second.
That was actually my proudest. That was one of the moments where I was like, yo, I'm on this. Like, so just being transparent, guys. When I'm writing this stuff, every day is not a great writing day, right? So sometimes you go in there and you're typing and you're doing your thing, and at the end of it, you're like, oh, this is garbage. Everything that I wrote, and one of the things, behind the curtain, one of the things that I struggle with is I have a very active critic, right? I call him my critic. So whenever I sit down to write, there's literally a guy in, there's a part of my brain that says, Cullen, you're already the age that you are. You're this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to just stop. That line right there, that's too many words, Cullen. It's too many words. You're doing too much. And then, I can listen to that guy and it can totally throw off everything that I'm doing. But there are some, as I was doing it day by day by day, and I was able to kind of just tune that gentleman out. Because you can't be a creative and a critic at the same time. You can't be in your creative space and your critic space at the same time. So as I was learning to do that, I finally got to a place where I was trusting myself more. And at the end of the first chapter, when the twist happens, I was like, Cullen, you son of a gun.
You son of a bitch, you did it.
Cullen, you did it. That's really what I was. Yes, I was like, yes, this is going somewhere, and that was the point. I had been trying to make sure that I worked myself into that in a way that was like bam, one panel could show everything. And I feel like I was able to execute that in a way that I was proud of. So that was a really big moment for me. So when people read it and they get to the twist.
Jasmine approves, ladies and gentlemen. Approves.
Yeah.
Girl.
That's the approval of the Carson clan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that's my girlfriend, long term. So
wow, she didn't let him chance. He didn't let him finish the statement. I knew what he was gonna say.
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's her. So I got a point this way. That's her. So yeah, that's her. But when I wrote it and it hit, when people talk about it and they're like, yo, I that really does something for me, because I really was working through all of those steps of silencing that critic, and you know, the critic is still who he is. He still comes back, but definitely a big moment for me. So and I think it was a great moment for the character as well, when he realizes, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Oh no. So you know, the twist is one of my favorite parts of chapter 1, and there's more. There is more.
God damn it. Okay.
She said it better than me. She put it better than me. I'm just sitting there going.
So I love it. I will always. I don't always love a twist. I love a well-written twist, and this is that. You the timing of it and the structure behind it didn't fully see it. Like, I was like, this ain't what you about to do. You ain't gonna do that. Stop. Boy, don't go in that closet. What you mean? Don't go downstairs. Why are you going up the stairs? That's where the killer. What you mean? You know that's not the rules of the game. Don't go upstairs.
What's a Babadook? What's a Is that Ray from up the street? That's who the Babadook is. I could have swore I saw him the other day. Yo, what up?
Okay. It changes quickly.
You hit very strategic points in this book that just pulled me more and more into the story. And then that twist happened and said, "Oh no, I know what. All right, but how are we getting here? How are we getting here? how are we gonna do this? All right. Well, come on, let's start reading. I don't know if I can do the speed reading anymore, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try."
And now he's got to figure out. Like how he puts things back together from here, because that's a heck of a way to get introduced to the new world. So it's a lot of places to go with that. And I want to ask y'all, what do you think happens next? We get that later, but either way, it's just super exciting. I like talking to people about this, so I love that you guys are giving me feedback on this, because it just gets the motor turning. I'm telling you.
Maybe where do you think it's going? I don't know, honestly. I'm just excited to read it.
Okay, my deal, and I see this, and I can actually picture this as soon as I finish reading this. We're gonna see Don. See, you like how I did that though? See how I did that?
Yes.
He's gonna pick up his own Justice League, because the ultimate end is to return things back to the way they were, but he can't do it by himself. He's gonna have to discover a Justice League. It's just like solo leveling. Because we saw Sun go from the one that everyone wants to be on the party with because they know it's going to be easy, to this OP, super over amazing dude who now has the ability that trumps everybody else. That's the transition that I'm seeing. But in this case, I see him discovering others who have gone through the same thing in this world, but have gone off and did different things. And now he is the savior, but now he's going to bring everybody together with their experiences, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their abilities to fight the baddie. But what do I know?
No.
I just like Cowboy Bebop. That's all. You see this? This is all I know. See?
Stop it. I'm wondering if there is a.
Oh, yep, sir. I saw that in the background. That is Let's Go.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That is cool. Oh, that is sick, dude.
You can't have it, Kira.
Oh, that is sick. Oh no, I don't know when I'm gonna find time to read it. But oh, awesome! Thank you, Tom. Dude, don't forget the code. There, I don't know if you're coming in late. There is a discount code that TJ, the owner of Ray Comics, has blessed us with. It is Ray Comics 25. You will get 25% off of your copy. Please do not forget to put that in at checkout.
And you have the gratitude of the creator.
Yes.
Also, you my boy Tom. I don't care what they say about you. I don't care what they say about you, Tom. You my guy. All
Good.
right.
Awesome.
All
Thank you, Tom. Please, and also everybody in the audience, when you get your copy, because I fully expect more than just the 2 people that are in here to get that copy. Please let me know. I'm not playing with y'all. That's what we here to do. We here to promote and to purchase these wonderful books that these people have put their time and energy and effort into, and to create these things. I'm not here to give y'all shit stories. That's not what I'm trying to do. No, go buy the book.
Can I say I did catch a hint of the sort of a Captain Planet-esque vibe to it, because once if you read the story and the power up is passed on, he is now worthy. And all I can think of is, with your powers combined. I was like, oh, we doing this. Let's go. I love it when I see a character go up, still not sure, but willing to carry the mantle to see where it goes in that self-discovery. And I am on board with this. Oh man, let me stop, because the more I talk about it, the more excited I get.
Boy, go.
You see these boxes back here? You see all this?
Mm-hmm.
This is from my childhood till now. This is my entire comic collection.
Mm-hmm. And now
every story has resonated with me in some way, shape, or form. Every hero, every villain, every story, you name it. Some of them I don't even remember. A lot of them stick with me. But the ones where the hero is so unsure, but he is still willing to carry the mantle and move forward, are the most incredible stories, because you feel the humanity, you see the vulnerability, and I feel that with this character, because he's not all there, but he's trying.
The other thing with him is this is his default.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he already, like, all of this stuff comes naturally to him, to care for other people, to be a protector, to be brave, to walk into the unknown. That's his core function. And it's crazy to me that people don't see that. I'm talking to myself now.
We're listening, so you're not talking to yourself.
Tell me, people tell me to stop.
No, you don't need medication. You're fine.
Shut fuck you do.
So I'm gonna just let y'all know, all of these kind of words that y'all are saying, I'm gonna cry about this. I'm absolutely
no,
so
don't cry.
I'm gonna cry about this later. But for right now,
hopefully it's a good cry, because otherwise I feel bad.
Oh no, it's gonna be a good cry. I'm gonna get with Jasmine. I'm gonna cry. And then
Jasmine,
that's your man.
Cuddle this baby, and give him Teddy Grahams, give him that.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry in the car, but in all seriousness, like one of the things that you just said about someone being unsure but still being willing, I think I would say it like this. I think that there are a lot of real life experience in that, right? When you're stepping into adversity, and when I have stepped into adversity, I've never been 100% sure, but what I have found is that in stepping into the adversity, being willing to put one foot in front of the other one, and not run away from what is happening. Has allowed me to overcome many of the things that when I first saw them, I felt that they were insurmountable. Showing up for yourself is extremely human. And also being afraid to show up for yourself is extremely human. So that's what I was hoping to articulate with this story, and you guys reflecting that back at me. It makes me feel really proud from the standpoint that for the start of this story, it started in the way that I hoped that it would, and it's resonating with people in the way that I hope that it will. For everyone who is buying the book, obviously I thank you for that. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about it. My DMs are open for any critiques or criticism, especially from those of you who are servicemen and women. I want to hear those stories. I want to know, more about what that experience has been for you. Just having more of that dialogue and building more of that community, I think is extremely important for New Game Plus, and that it's resonating with you guys in this way. It really makes me proud of where we're going, of the direction that we're taking.
I really need audience. I'm talking to y'all, my peanut gallery. I need y'all to actually give this man feedback, because it's encouraging. For so many, especially as a writer, writer's block is a motherfucker. Okay, if you tell him this piece hit me in the feels this particular way, I never really thought about this in this way, in this particular aspect really brought it to the forefront of my mind. Having those types of comments, or even if when you are lucky and you have the access to the creator that you have to have an actual conversation, that is gold. That is gold for you and for the creator. It is almost a direct influence on how future books, whether it's New Game Plus or another series that he works on, comes to fruition. It's communication. Communication is key.
The key thing,
there is more.
Yeah, the key thing is, as a reader, the creator wants you to acknowledge that what you're reading resonates with you. If there is something that you would like to see added, tell them. If you see something that doesn't quite feel right, tell them. Because just like you, getting up in the morning, get ready for work, you're moving in a specific direction, but you're not sure where the direction is going to take you. But if you have things that guide you on that path, you can come up with some dynamic stuff. Now, this story, hands down, one of the best I have read in all of my years of reading comics, and that is no BS. This new, I've never read anything.
That's
right. I said it. I got friends in the comic industry I'm gonna talk to this about. I said it, and what you gonna do? That's why I thought you better take these flowers.
I'm not gonna argue with you, but I do want to say thank y'all. Like thank you guys so much. What you're saying is absolutely the case. Now, full transparency, I know some of what I'm gonna do. I know most of what I'm gonna do for the story, so I can't take everybody's suggestions. But obviously, like they said, like having these dialogues absolutely matters. And just being honest with you, in the environments that I'm in, I work at a bank every day. Like I got a 9 to 5. I work at a bank. Yeah, I work at a bank every day.
I am so sorry.
There are not a lot of people at my job that like anime, so I don't get a chance to have those conversations at work, or like we're there, we have a job to do there. So when I get into communities like this, it's so invigorating to have conversation and to just chop it up with people who love great stories, and to talk about this story in particular. So it definitely charges up that battery. So Like I said, the as you read it, I definitely want to hear from you, and I'm excited about what you think, because ultimately I think that stories resonate with different people differently. So I want to know how it resonates with you, and I've heard from the great Lady Mandalore and from Navy Montel that it resonates. So the battery is a little bit stronger.
It better be. Better be. I'm just saying. It
Keep
better
that
be.
in your back. Whenever you need a recharge, reach out because I need more. I need this. I need three. What is it? Three volumes and a TV show.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, and a motion comic too, because I would love to see a motion comic and be a part of that. Oh my gosh, you got 2 voice actors here who work for food and money, so we ain't got no problem with that. More food than money,
Yeah, man, I want to be able to provide both.